the same ways that I would sample stuff. So now I'm recording all the live instruments, and a lot of that was because at first I was thinking when I work with like drummers especially, the work, you know, there's a skill to that, and I'd go in studios with some of the bands we'd be working with, I'd be doing production, and they'd have 13 different mics in there. We need this mic for this. But then I'd watch like things on the internet, and I'd see Stevie Wonder playing drums with just one mic in front of the set. And I always remember this story. We worked with this artist called J-May on my last album, and her manager was telling me this story about Elvis Presley's daughter. I've forgotten her name.
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Yeah. No, not
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. And she got some big deal in the States, millions of pounds. They put her in the best studio. On one of the tracks, they decided they wanted to have a bit of a Stax Motown feel, yeah? So they got all the, you know, best, biggest studio, best engineers, best producers, best horn players, all this stuff. And they're recording it for days and listening back to these Stax records, trying to get it, and putting different engineers, trying different mics and all this type of stuff, different outboard gear to try and get this sound. And then there was this old guy that actually put, and he says, I used to be one of the Stax players, you know, I played on some of the records, and they were like, well, how did you get the sound? They were like, well, the room we're in was in the back of a record shop, and it wasn't big enough for the horn section, so we opened the fire exit at the back, and we stood round the door and put the mic there, and they were like, so they opened the fire exit of the studio and got these 5, and they got it in one take. And a lot of the